What's up, farmers? I'm back with another video. Today I'm going to, I already uploaded a video. So in this video I'm going to explain everything about baby farms, because I have seen on like the Hey Discord and stuff. I've seen a lot of people like ask what a baby farm is, why do people have baby farms, what's the purpose of them. I'm going to explain that all in this video. Well, probably not everything, but there's also other videos out there which probably explain it better. But I'm going to try and explain mainly what the purpose is of baby farms and other stuff. This is like a tip video or something. So first off, and I will be going to my baby farms and explaining what I do as last. So stay tuned for that. But first off, what is a baby farm? Because like you have a farm when you start off, and then you hear things. You level up a bit. You harvest, you plant, you produce, and you sell, and all that stuff. And then you hear about baby farms. Then you're like, what are baby farms? Well, easy explanation is a baby farm is basically a mini version of your main, or well, the farm that's your highest level, that's your main, and a baby farm is the mini version of that. A baby farm, and on a baby farm you can do several things. You can use it for storage, which is what I do. Yeah, for like maybe you want to use the storage for a storage farm or baby farm for storage for like eggs or sauce, or you want to use it to produce dairy or sugar, or you want to use it for regular gameplay, and maybe, or you want to use it for maybe even all three. There's a lot of ways you can go with baby farms, but they're mostly used for storage as far as I can recall. So and so yeah, what was I saying? So as most people use it for, they use it for like sauces, for dairy, for sugar, for eggs, for sauce, for maybe they make baby farm for like Tom, to make him run for stuff for the main. Some also do use them for money, for coins. Like they put a lot of trees down, and then they harvest those trees, give the fruits to the main, and then with their main they sell the fruits for coins at max price. So yeah, there's lots of ways you can go with the baby farms, and there's lots of uses for baby farms. So yeah, and what are their purpose? Well, their purpose is for most people to like free space from your barn or your main, and also like a lot of products in Heyday need stuff like bacon or cream or sugar or cheese or whatever. Well, baby farms are the farms that most people use to like produce dairy and sugar for their main. So their main can also still produce sugar and dairy, but they can do it less often because other farms are producing dairy, for example. So like if other farmers if all your other farms are producing like cream, cheese, butter, then your main can like produce goat cheese or something. And for sugar, like the other farms are making brown sugar and white sugar. Your main farm makes syrup, and well, that's that's pretty handy. And for the sauce maker, like yeah, then your baby farm makes soy sauce, and your main can make stuff like olive oil, salsa, and all the other sauces. Olive dip you can mainly skip actually, but yeah, it's baby farms are mainly used for that. So As for playing it regularly, some people want to like experience the whole story again. Like maybe their main R is level 110, and then they have gotten all the products, all the crops, all the everything, and well, apart from the decorations, because the last decoration is at like 300 or 350, level 350, but then they use their baby farm to like replay the whole game, and that's something I used to do. But as I have unlocked a lot more dairy dairy products, I have also started to use my baby farm as storage. So, and as for money, I already explained that, but maybe your main needs a lot of coins. Then they could use their baby farm to plant like 2,000 apple trees or something. I'm naming some ridiculous number, but I don't recommend planting that many. But they harvest those trees when they are fully grown, or when the apples are ready, and then they sell those apples. They sell the apples to their main, and their main for like 1 coin or base price maybe, and then their main sells those apples for max price, and that can make a bunch of profit. But I don't really recommend it, as it does require a lot of sauce. It does make a good amount of money, but I don't think you'd like the amount of sauce you need for it, and well, and you don't do anything else on that farm either. Like I think you don't harvest anything, you don't produce anything. You are just literally making. You're just literally planting fruit trees and harvesting, and then selling it to your main, or bushes sometimes as well. So I don't really recommend doing that. But if you desperately like doing that, then that's your choice, and you can do that if you wish. I see my quality of the video is a bit trash. I'm not sure why that is, but my quality of the video is a bit weird. I'll fix that later, but yeah. So yeah, that's basically the purposes and the whys to baby farms. Now we're getting on to my baby farms, because oh wait, I forgot one thing. I forgot something. People also use their baby farms to plant certain crops, so their main can just weed all the time or something. So you can have a baby farm planting potatoes. You can have a baby farm planting like stuff like tomatoes, onions, you name it, and then they sell that to their main. So their main doesn't have to worry about those crops anymore, but can just keep on weeding. Or well, it does. Their main does still plant those crops, but it's rarely ever, unless there's a 3 times crops event, then maybe they plant it on their main as well. But I do know several people that use their baby farms for that stuff, so that can be quite handy as well. And storage is probably the best thing you can do for a baby farm. But if you use it for something else, that's completely fine. Baby farms are really helpful. I can speak from my experience. So now we're getting onto my bit, what I do on my baby farms. I'm fine with showing you guys the farms now, because they don't show my email. These farms are all not very important. this is my my heyday for my new farm series. This is my sugar challenge farm, which by the way ended, so I'm not playing on that as much anymore. This one is dead. That was a challenge farm, but I think it transferred it into a regular farm and never got to it anymore. This used to be my new farm series, but I discontinued that apparently. This is my million coin challenge farm, which is absolutely dead. This farm is my cream farm. I need to change their names because this is no longer my cream farm, but this is my cheese farm. This is no longer my cheese farm. This is my cream farm. This is my cheese farm. This one. This is my main, which produces goat cheese. And I have another one, which is this one, and that produces butter. Let's go from bottom to top. We're already on my main, so we can probably skip that. So on this farm, I try to produce as much cow feed as possible. The sugar isn't as important. Maybe it will get as important when once I run out of sugar. But I have a lot right now, so I'm not too worried about sugar at the moment. But I produce as much cow feed as possible. Like I have 62 over here, and every once or twice every day I come to this farm. I harvest my cows, or well, collect from my cows, not harvest, and then I go to my dairy and then I throw in all cream. I pretty much don't do anything else on this farm other than this. And sometimes I leave, sometimes I do other stuff, like open mystery boxes. I can do that right now. 125 coins, pretty cool. And sugar, well, occasionally I do sugar, but right now it's not as important to do the sugar making. I don't remember selling that stuff, but okay. Apparently I had bolts and planks in my bolts and tapes in my stand. Not sure if they will be here by the time I'm done with the video, but okay. So yeah, that's basically this farm. This farm is the cream farm. I'm quickly gonna name it that. And I mainly use it to make cream for my main. My main then runs low on cream. I use my baby farm and sell it to my main, and then it has a ton of cream again. So now we're going on to the next farm. Quickly gonna change this farm's name as well. So on this farm I mainly produce cheese, as you could guess. I don't do boats and stuff, not on any of my farms besides my main. I do the same here. I harvest my cows. This farm has 15 cows, that's why this is the cheese farm and not the other farm. The other farm could otherwise only make 3 cheese at a time, and I wanted to be a bit more efficient, so I moved it to this farm, which can now make 5 cheese at a time, which takes 5 hours. So after those 5 hours I come back here and I do the same thing. On this farm I do the exact same thing as the other. I produce plenty of cow feed, and almost too much. And I make sure I actually have enough of the cow feed as well for the next feeding. And I also mainly plant soybeans on these farms to make sure I have enough soybeans to reproduce cow feed. The corn I can just buy from the paper, of course. Tom is buying my stuff. Then we go over here and then we produce more cow feed. Like that, like so. cool. Here we do the same. This farm I also sometimes use for sugar, but the sugar mill hasn't been running for ages, so since I can't find sugar cane, I'm too lazy to plant it. And I keep planting soybeans instead of sugar cane, so it's not very helpful. The farm passes I mostly ignore on this farm, but sometimes I like to do them. Like when the farm is really close to leveling up and stuff, so sometimes I do them, but mostly I'm too inactive here to even do the farm pass, so that's fun. I spin the wheel here as well for whatever reason. For a reason, I know the reason. It's to see if I can get a jackpot on either of my farms. I also, on the farms that I have purchased diamonds on before, I go to these tickets and see if I can get anything useful from it. I'm not sure if that's useful. Tapes isn't, and panels is still useful, so. And that's mainly what I do on this farm. Since I transformed my farm to a cheese farm very recently, this farm still has a lot of cream, but cheese is gonna run that over, and I have butter here for some reason. I'm not really sure why, but I think I found it in the paper actually. Yeah, I think I found it in the paper. I still want to open the fishing boat here, but I have to transfer coins from my main to this farm, so I'll have to do that later. And for now, I think we're done here. So let's move on to the next farm. Also, the sugar I produced on that farm was white sugar, so forgot to mention that. On this farm, I'm a little more active than on the others. On this farm, I actually do the farm pass if there's daily tasks that or seasonal tasks that I like to do. On this farm, I produce mainly butter. So level 68 goal. Yeah, I want this to get to 68, so I can harvest butter. So I can produce plant and harvest onions and stuff. Instead of having to do that on my main, so I always have enough onions and potatoes and all that stuff. And I also want to produce lemon curd here, but that kind of doesn't make sense because I am producing soy sauce here already when I get to it. So, but either way, for now this farm is mainly used for butter and apparently for fish. I'm gonna sell these lamp materials. I'm not really using them here. Well, I'm gonna sell these until I have 8 of them. There we go. I have 14 screws, jeez. On this farm I do the same, of course. I plant and harvest soybeans all the time. On this farm I think what do I produce? I'm not sure. Well, I guess I produce syrup here, but I produce other sugars on the other farms. So I produce syrup here and mainly butter in the dairy. This farm was also changed around. I changed it from a sugar, not a sugar, cheese and goat cheese farm. I transferred it into a butter farm, as I said. So, oh god, my computer screen is turning off. There we go. So over here I do the same, of course. I collect from my cows, and I go to my dairy, and then I place butter in here. My barn is almost full here. When my barns get full, I also transfer the dairy to my main. So whenever my barn here gets full, I transfer everything to my main. All the butter I make here. So that my main has quite a lot of butter, maybe even too much at some point, and it can always produce whatever it needs to produce to with whatever I gave it. So a lot of cakes and a lot of other products will require like cream and butter and cheese. So that's why I use the baby farmers to produce that stuff for me all the time, so that my main always has enough of those. So yeah, so it can keep producing whatever it needs to produce. I think I've mostly explained everything. Oh yeah, this farm used to be a regular gameplay farm, and I actually really wanted to get to level 67. So yes, 68. Sorry. So they can plant onions so that my... Oh wait, 67 is where the onions unlock, I think. So it's level 67, that's my goal here. And then... So then I can plant and harvest onions all the time. And my main never runs out of onions again, so... I think that's my goal here. But it will take a while. Well, also I want this to unlock lobsters, so that I can produce those for my main as well. But we'll get to it. That's like 9 levels away, and honey as well. But that's 4 levels away. So we'll see what happens. So I think I'm done. I unlocked the jam maker recently. I think I'm done with this video. I am quite sure. So. I hope you now have gotten a better understanding of what a baby farm mainly is. There's probably other stuff I missed about baby farms, but other YouTubers have made videos on this topic. I'm not trying to copy them, I swear. I just saw people asking that stuff, and I thought maybe I can explain it. Maybe I can explain it clearly, and well, you can do whatever you want. Whoever you watch, you see a baby farm video. But okay. And I think that's it for this video. So thank you all so much for watching. I hope you liked it, and I'll see you guys next time. See you then. Bye. Oh yeah, tomorrow is the stream. Bye.